Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. Thanks for joining us for another video. Our reaction from Alejandro Garnacho wearing an Aston Villa shirt with Rashford on the back. Get involved. Want to know your thoughts and opinions on it in the chat. Yeah, where do we start with Garnacho?
Well, I'll start at the beginning. 6 months ago, this fan base would have been in uproar at any thought of Garnacho leaving this football club, Manchester United wanting to sell him so they could get some money in and all that. Nah, this type of petulance and disrespect is typical of the culture inside Man United. It's got to stop. Any future players coming in cannot behave like this. But I can't understand how he's not been kept under control, how he's not learned coming through the ranks at Man United what it is, what's needed to be a Manchester United player. The disrespect is unbelievable. But like I say, 6 months ago, you would never have seen this situation.
Not the first United player I've seen wearing club colours of another Premier League team, other teams as well around Europe. Is there a possibility here, because of the bad season that we finished with, that we're maybe giving an overreaction here on the player?
No, we're not giving an overreaction. He's clearly disrespecting inside that club. He's give disrespect. He's not got on with Ruben Amaring. He's not knuckled down. He seems to be more interested in social media. And unfortunately, that's the problem with a lot of young players nowadays. They haven't got the focus. And what you need is players to have the focus. And he clearly hasn't got it. I don't care what anyone says, right? It's all down to Garnacho. He's at fault. It's not Man United. He was told the rules and he's just gone against them.
No, for me, my opinion is, I looked at it and I just thought, I'm just getting tired of some of these players at Manchester United. He's fully aware, his brother's fully aware, who's his agent, probably runs his Instagram account as well, of what they're doing and what the downside of posting a picture like that is going to be amongst the fan base. It's going to rile a lot of people. And for me, let's just hope that Ruben Amaring, the guys in the background, can start shifting some of these players out, because based on his potential there, Garnacho, I think he's got all the attributes still to be a top player, but his attitude could be his downfall here. And, you know, let's see in a few years' time whether his actual trajectory goes up that way or it goes that way. Because for me, if he carries on being like that, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle to actually offload him to any other clubs out there. And you've got to look at it with Ruben Amaring coming out behind the scenes, and it's actually become public out there in the mainstream media that, you know, they had that falling out. He actually said to Garnacho, you better pray that you go and find another club in the summertime. And, you know, what does that do for his actual price tag there at United? Does it mean that United can go for that £60 million? I really do doubt it now. It looks like United have got a problem player here at the football club that they need to get shut off. Other clubs will sense that, who are looking at maybe taking Garnacho. So you might be looking at a ballpark figure of maybe £30 to £40 million with Garnacho. And, you know, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Garnacho. But moving on from that, Anthony, you've seen some reports over the weekend that is looking at taking a 30% pay cut, if true.
Well, if these reports are to be believed, it says a lot about his desire, Anthony's desire to prove himself. Absolutely fantastic. I did say 12 months ago, he did talk about fighting, wanting to come back to prove himself and everything. But this shows you the other side of some footballers when you compare Garnacho attitude to Anthony's attitude. He wants to play football. He wants to prove himself, and he does like where he is. So it might be a move of reducing his wages so he can go to Real Betis, and fair play to him. I have spoke about him. He's not good enough for the Premier League, but he is a decent footballer in a lower league. Well, I say a lower league because Spain isn't a lower league when you look at the top teams there. But as a footballer, he will do well there. He can't take the physicality in the Premier League, but the Spanish league suits him and he wants to play football. So absolutely 100% right behind him. I did like the player when he come to United, but he clearly couldn't hack it. So 30% wage cut, that's a big deal, and fair play to him.
Fair play to him. It's like I mentioned about Sancho last week. If you've actually got belief in yourself as a footballer, as a professional, you will always get the money. The money will always find you with wages. And maybe he's backing himself. Take the 30% pay cut now, and he believes then in the future, with his performances, based on performances, sorry, he will end up getting the wages that he thinks he maybe deserves or is currently on at Manchester United in the future. Either way, for me, if we can get a deal done for him and he can get out the door, I wish him all the best. It's just not worked out here at Manchester United for Anthony. I've seen Rashford over the weekend as well, talking about Lamine Yamal from Barcelona. He's definitely still twerking for that move to Barcelona, Rashford. And will he get that move to Barcelona, whether on a loan deal or permanent? I'm not too sure, but he's going to have to lower his wages.
I mean, I do go on about Rashford. Lots of views out there know that. I've got it in for him. Don't like his attitude and everything, but I think it's been taken out of context. The way United fans are going, well, not just United fans, football supporters in general are attacking Rashford over this interview. I think it was just talking about, yeah, it'd be nice to play with him, just in a general football sense. I don't think he was pushing it. But hey, we all have our views on Rashford, and this one, I think it's been took out of context. So, what do you call it? Storm in a teacup, I say, for this one. So I'll give Rashford a little bit of leeway here on this one. But when you do talk about players wanting to leave and everything else like that, listen, Sancho, Garnacho, they're in trouble as far as I'm concerned, because no top team will look at Garnacho and no top team is looking at Sancho. If you look at Garnacho, why would a Premier League club, lots of United fans out there will worry, don't sell him, he'll go to a top club. He will not go to a top club with an attitude like that and a social media always coming out. He is too toxic, and a Premier League club will not have him. That's my opinion. But listen, you look at him. Do you really think people can trust him, his brother, on the social media? I very much doubt it. The sales need to start, and they need to start quick. But the problem is, some of these players aren't in a rush, like your Sancho, your Rashford. They're on the contracts. Garnacho, I think we're going to struggle getting rid of him, and there will be uproar if these players, what are out there, what we need to get rid of, just sort of like take the time. The fan base, I think it'll end up toxic with these three players if they end up coming back to Manchester United in the pre-season. For me, sales need to start, and there just doesn't seem to be a rush with some of these players and their agents. And the reason being, as we all know, they're on top money. They do not care about Manchester United. They only care about the money. And unfortunately, it's a Monday. And it's a dour note what we're talking about here. Players, same thing again.
Well, get involved with your own opinions in the chat. Smash that like button. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.